Let's talk about why you're not getting above 1,000 views for your videos that you're uploading on YouTube. And this is actually going to shock you because I'm not going to give you any fluff or any BS. And I've actually got multiple videos that's hit above 1,000 views. And I think it's really important for you to listen to this because it's not just coming from some type of guru who has 1 million subscribers, 1 million views, and they're telling you what they're doing now. I'm in the trenches right now, and I've noticed there are 4 key principles that I am using in order for me to hit above 1,000 views on YouTube. But not only that, I've made over 6 figures online by uploading content, and I'm bringing you along the journey. That proof will be somewhere along the screen, but let's get into principle number 1, which is you need to ask yourself, what is the outcome of others watching your YouTube videos? This is a very simple question because it challenges you to think to yourself, if I'm going to create a YouTube video, then why would somebody want to watch it? Because ultimately, the reason why us humans watch content is for a specific outcome. Some people use YouTube as a way of entertainment. Some people use YouTube as a way of learning. Some people use YouTube as a way of solving a problem and various other reasons. But let's just think about this real quick. The most successful YouTubers, usually when people talk about making money online with YouTube and getting 1,000 views, and the threshold is 4,000 watch hours, they always talk about creating content that you're passionate about. But the big problem of this is you're thinking in your own head. You're not thinking for the people who actually want to watch your content or who could watch your content, but they can't because you're not thinking of them first. It's better to give than receive. But I just want to let you know, asking yourself the question, what is the outcome, will literally help you understand what is someone going to get from watching this piece of content. You then take yourself out of your own selfish reasons. Don't hate me, but yes, I called you selfish. And it's because as YouTubers, we always think about what we could gain, but it's more important about what we can give because that's exactly what builds community. That's exactly what stacks views. And I've understood this over time, over uploading hundreds of YouTube videos on this channel, because I literally have some of you commenting and saying, man, I love the value you give. Man, I'm definitely subscribing because you're dropping the truth. Okay. Anyways, I want to let you know, if you are confused about how to make passive income with YouTube, with things that you're knowledgeable about, then I want to go ahead and let you know about my free class that I'm going to show you exactly how to create content that's going to help you make money, passive income online by creating content with AI. All right. The link to that is going to be in the description down below. Again, completely free. Now, principle number 2 is you have to ask yourself is what pain are your viewers or should be viewers? What pain are they going through? And I'm not talking about like physical pain. All right. Unless you're a doctor or somebody who actually helps people with physical pain, like a physical therapist or something. But here's the thing. Their pains are literally going to drive them to your videos. This is why I'm a huge believer in when you're a beginner YouTube, you need to be tailoring your videos towards people's pains. For example, this video right here literally says, if your videos get less than 1,000 views, do this. It's targeting everybody with less than 1,000 views. Now, people who don't even worry about 1,000 views per video, and they're like, well, I always hit 100,000. I always hit 10,000. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to a specific pain. For example, if you were a woman and you're like, well, if you're going through pregnancy pains, right, do this. See, I can't speak for women because I ain't no woman and I can't give birth and I can't carry no child. But you going through your own pains that you have been through, you can speak to those pains. I've had videos that hit less than 1,000 on multiple platforms, but I'm talking about YouTube here. And so I'm talking to the pains of people who are actively not getting a result, which causes pain. Obviously, we start YouTube channels because we have something to talk about. Ultimately, you want to make an income from YouTube. Connect the dots. You're already uploading content. People who have pain about not getting enough views are already YouTubers. I don't have to talk you into starting a YouTube. You already started a YouTube. So I'm talking about a pain that you're already in. For example, again, bringing up the mother situation, the pregnant mother, right? She's already pregnant. You don't have to convince her or make videos and be like, this is why you should get pregnant. Like, no, you don't have to convince her that having a child is a beautiful thing. You have to talk to the pains that the mother may be going through. This is what you should be eating. This is how you should sleep. These are the things that I went through that I had pain with that I no longer go through because I found the solution and it helped me. So let me or let you help you by listening to me. That's the perspective you want to think about with your YouTube channel. There's too many people, and I'm only going to say this once in this video because I am not trying to attract people who are just these trying to be entertainers and just do content that they don't have any purpose with. All right. If you're one of them, hear me loud and clear. You don't need to entertain. What you need to do is give value. Give value to people's pain. End of story. Principle number 3. Ask yourself the questions, what systems am I using to create YouTube videos? This is one of the largest things that have helped me hit videos or have videos that hit over 1,000 views. And I'm still using this strategy. It's literally systems. Now, I had a mentor that taught me that systems is not just a word, it's an acronym. And systems actually stands for saving you some time, energy, and money. All right. System stands for saving you some time, energy, and money. All right. Now, when we ask ourselves the questions, what system am I using to create YouTube videos? It's not as simple, and I hate to tell you, but it's not as simple as you just picking up your phone and just talking about whatever the heck you want to talk about because you want to talk about it and you feel like you should share it. Sorry to tell you, but there's millions of people who are uploading content every single day, and you think that somebody just wants to randomly listen to you babble. That's far from the truth. When you, again, following principle number 1, ask yourself, what is the outcome? And principle number 2 is what pain are they going through? Principle number 3 is what systems are you using? So you already know that you're going to be speaking with pain. You're not speaking with pain, but you already know you're going to be speaking to the viewer's pain. All right. The second principle is, or the first principle, which was ask yourself the outcome is, how are they going to get through that pain? That's the outcome, right? They want to be in a desirable and a pleasurable spot, right? Have over 1,000 views. Here's the thing. What systems are you doing in order for you to have the best possible chances to get over 1,000 views? What are you doing with your thumbnails? What are you doing with your titles? I'll tell you right now. I have a literal, whatever you call it, a board, a system that literally helps me retitle, create a thumbnail, and create a split thumbnail in order to see what performs the best. I even have a Google, and it's not a flex. Like, I literally show you exactly how to do this. And I'm going to show you in just a second of how you can get access to these systems that I've been using, right? But I have a board, a system that literally tracks every single thing. Like, I split test my thumbnails and I see the results. Like, oh, this thumbnail did 60% better than this thumbnail. And I made one little change. Okay, now I know to get that change that did better and carry it on to the next video. And I keep stacking and stacking and stacking the results that give me better results, ultimately creating the best YouTube video for my channel thus far. And no, every video doesn't do higher than the other, but that's the point. You know the data that works, and it's just now about being consistent with the things that work for your channel. So what systems are you using to create YouTube videos? It's a very simple system for me to just literally hop up here, create a YouTube video in 10 minutes, okay, and get it done and get it uploaded. I don't have to really download anything. It literally, it's so, I use AI for a lot of things. And it just amazes me how powerful it is and how many people don't use it, because if you're not using it, you are literally working 10 times harder in order for you to have YouTube videos that hit over 1,000 views. By the way, I know you're interested in making money by uploading YouTube content. So if you're more serious about actually learning how to create income, passive income with YouTube and creating content, then I want to invite you to book a call with my team, and we can actually build out a plan for you to help you make passive income just using YouTube and literally talking about things you're already knowledgeable about or experienced about. The link to that call link is in the description down below. Now, principle number 4 is the most important one of all. And I want you to pay attention here, because if you don't listen to this all the way, then you're going to be missing out on what you could do to get over 1,000 views with YouTube. And this is actually delivering the solution. Jay, what do you mean by that? Okay, so understand me. People just don't want to hear you talk. People want you to share a story, but also share a principle and give them the deliverability. For example, watching my YouTube videos, you will understand that you can pick up these habits. You can pick up value from just listening to my YouTube videos or watching my YouTube videos. But I also deliver a higher value of a solution that I talk about in that YouTube video through a product, a digital product. Okay. And it's more simple than you think. You could literally have a system that people can invest in order for you to not only make money, but most importantly, for them to have a solution. You see, using AI and using automated systems on the internet with YouTube literally help you make passive income online. Not just make 1,000 views, not just make 1,000 views, but not just get 1,000 views, but make $1,000. Okay. Literally. But you have to learn how to set things up the right way. And you have to learn this different systems of deliverability. Hear me loud and clear. There are a ton of gurus who tell you, just give away everything and don't be afraid. And that's what builds trust. And if you just give everything away in these videos, then everybody will understand that they can trust you. Here's the problem with that. You got to get them to watch your videos in the first place. So if you're focused on giving away so much value, but they're not watching you anyways, what's the point? There are different levels to this game of YouTube. And here's the thing. You uploading YouTube videos should bring awareness as to why someone's having a problem in the first place. For example, again, this video is if your videos get less than 1,000 views, do this. I'm bringing awareness of why you're not getting 1,000 views. Am I sharing my screen and saying, click here, drag this here, use this system, type here? That would literally take me hours to do, literally hours to do. And honestly, I'm not doing that. Like, you have to understand that people pay for exclusivity. This is exactly why you have certain restaurants or certain private planes or let's just stick to the restaurants, right? Or clubs, right? You have certain clubs that charge a certain premium price because they want to keep a certain group of people out of the club and they want to keep it exclusive. Okay. And people pay for exclusivity. For example, you're watching this video, right? But it's not live. You can't really ask me a question until I decide to respond or create a video. But if you like closer proximity around me in order to answer your question more specifically and tailored just for you, then that's why I have a link in my description where you can book a call with my team in order to get exclusivity to me with building out a plan and systems in order for you to not only get 1,000 views plus on YouTube, but make $1,000 and make passive income online. You see how that works there? But most of us overlook that because we're so focused on what someone's tips are on changing this YouTube setting. It's not about YouTube settings. It's not about tags or description or any of that. It's literally about the deliverability you have. Uploading YouTube content that solves a problem for people and speaks to their pain allows you to bring up awareness. This is like you going to the doctor's office. You come in, you're like, doc, I got a headache. My head's been hurting for a week. And the doctor does a couple tests and he's like, hey, you may have this, right? You didn't know you had it. You just know you had the pain. So the doctor, you were pain aware. You knew you had a problem, but the doctor drew out the problem. That is how your YouTube video should be giving value away. I just told you the 4 principles that can cause you to understand why you haven't been getting 1,000 views in the first place. Okay. I made you more aware of your problem and what's actually stopping you from getting what you want. Okay. In the same way, the doctor's going to be like, hey, you need surgery or we need to give you some medication, right? Let's just say hypothetically, Lord forbid, I'm not speaking that over your life, but I'm just saying. Okay. But in the same way, I'm saying, hey, if you want more tailored advice, if you want exclusivity, if you want to make passive income online, if you want to have a system built out for you, literally by me and my team, then book a call down below. Or you can go the more open way, I guess, and just go and watch the free class to show, and I'll show you how I've been making passive income online with uploading content, right? So I'm giving you the next step to your problem. I just helped you solve a problem, but I'm going to help you even more solve the next problem to that problem, So hopefully that makes sense. If that makes sense, let me know if that makes sense in the comment section. Say makes sense right now in the comment section. All right. But anyways, I don't want to talk your head off. I just want to get it straight to the point. That is it. That is all. And I will see you in the next video. All right. I'm out. Peace.